As you know, our investigation over the last 8 days has led us to the heartbreaking conclusion that 20-month-old Quinton Simon is deceased. We have named his mother, Leilani Simon, as the primary suspect in Quinton's disappearance and death. We have not made an arrest or filed any charges at this time. From the moment we received the 911 call reporting Quinton missing, we have conducted an exhaustive search for him. Sadly, we still have not found Quinton. But our search and our investigation will continue, and it will continue with every available resource we have in order to give Quinton's family closure and see that justice is served in this case.
From the family last night that you might be targeting a landfill. Can you tell us about that and what landfill it might be?
I cannot disclose any information relative to that. We will follow the evidence, and when our evidence leads us to search anything specifically or any specific geographic area, we will communicate that to you at that time.
And the mother waited about 3 hours after the last time that he was reportedly seen to call the authorities. Was that to wait for the trash to be picked up, is my question here. Was it because either his body or there was evidence in the trash and she was waiting for the trash to be picked up? Yes. She was thinking ahead in that aspect. Queen of Wands. And so he goes to work on time, says to her, you got to wait for the trash to come. The Wheel of Fortune reverse is even like a wheel. So you got to wait for the trash to come and then put everything in the trash and then call. Let me think. Are they going to, let's see, where is he? Where is the baby at? 8 of Wands. So they got him out of there quickly. Knight of Pentacles. So what I'm getting with these two is that when this happened, they got him out of there quickly and put him in a place that he could be for a little while without being found out. One second. Seven of Swords in reverse. I feel like that little boy was in that trash when they came and took the trash. And I think that the FBI searching all the trash is not them looking for the body, because I think that they know the body has been taken by the trash, but I think that they're looking for additional evidence in the trash because they know that the trash was the preferred method to get rid of evidence in the first place. The authorities, if it feels like because there's a lot of red flags that you're watching this and you're just like, how are they not arrested? But I think that the authorities kind of know what happened, but they are either getting more solid proof or waiting for someone to lead them to something else, one or the other. I think that they probably have enough to arrest them on, but they are waiting to be able to completely prove the case or be led to more evidence in some way. I believe it's to buy time because there's something in the works underneath, behind closed doors. Somebody's beginning to talk. Okay, so he danced around the idea of the landfill. He basically said, I cannot give him any information, but if our search leads us there, we'll go there. I just want, High Priestess in reverse flew out onto the floor. And then the Three of Swords in reverse. This is about recovery. This is about block intuition. So the message here is very clear that they how can I say this? I believe that the police know that this little boy is in a landfill somewhere. They are either waiting, either the body or a decent amount of evidence. I'm feeling like there's something that didn't go to the landfill. And that's what they're either looking for or have just found or are waiting for someone to lead them to in some way. Once they say, I feel like they don't want to finalize it by saying anything about finding him in a landfill because they haven't located him yet. I do believe, again, my opinion, entertainment purposes only, I do believe that they know he's in a landfill, but will not say that for certain because they have not been able to locate the actual body yet. And if they say that, then there is this responsibility that is placed upon them by the public that they serve to find this body, no matter what. They're not going to set themselves up for potential failure by, you know, cashing the check before it's signed, so to speak. They're not going to say that that's where he is until they found the body, but I do believe that they know that that's where this boy is at this point. Okay, so someone in the audience are trying to get the boyfriend and the mother, but they only currently have enough proof to get one of them, the mother, because she's the one who disposed of the body and had that role. So they have some kind of evidence that links her directly to a body disposal connection. I believe that the evidence that they found is evidence that can only connect the mother to this crime, but they know that the boyfriend is also guilty of this. Weird science. There was fluids in that pool, I'm telling you. And they found proof of death in the pool. I'm pretty confident that that is going to turn out to be correct. They found, I feel like it wasn't blood though. I'm feeling like it was the type of fluid that was in the pool. While there likely was blood, I'm feeling like there was some kind of wound that produced a certain type of fluid to be released, and that's what they found in the pool with the weird science. Law enforcement is trying to, it's like they found the how and the what, but now they need to find the proof leading up to that happening or how that happened. I believe that arrests will come. It'll definitely be the mother. It will be the boyfriend if there's been some kind of communication between the boyfriend and the mother that allows them to connect. It's like some kind of code that they are waiting for, that they can say, look, this is code for this. Something along those lines. If not exactly that, then something, you know, the same mindset. But I believe that arrests will come either when they find, like, they're waiting for either the body or that connection to come first. If they find the body, then they're going to make at least one arrest. If they find the connection, they're making 2 arrests. I think that's what they're waiting for. And there's some kind of evidence that was not sent in the trash that they're waiting to either be led to, or they're waiting to, like, connect from the parties together.
This afternoon, Chatham County Police Department detectives arrested 22-year-old Leilani Simon and charged her with malice murder, concealing the death of another person, false reporting, and making false statements in connection with the disappearance and death of her son 20-month-old Quinton Simon. Leilani Simon is being held at the Chatham County Detention Center and is awaiting a bond hearing.
If something does come up that I am at fault, I will take myself to that police station.
Then, 47 days after Quinton vanished, law enforcement find remains of a human child in a local landfill, and they arrest Leilani Simon.
Our search teams at the Waste Management landfill found what they believed were human remains. This afternoon, the FBI lab in Quantico, Virginia, confirmed that they are, in fact, human remains. Additional testing, including a DNA analysis, is being conducted, and we have every reason to believe that this will confirm the remains are Quinton's.
Simon faces charges of giving a false statement to police, concealing a death, and malice murder. Her boyfriend, Danny Youngkin, her mother, Billie Jo Howell. We haven't heard anything from Danny Youngkin, but we have heard something from Billie Jo, the grandmother, who was actually the one who was the legal custodian.
Right, she had custody.
Of this little baby.
Legal
right.
custody of the little guy.
Exactly, and even was able to receive child support potentially from Leilani over that. She had this to say in a statement on a podcast, Voices Behind the Wall, yesterday. Let's take a listen to how she says she was the one who turned in her own daughter.
I get a call from the place that she was at telling me that Leilani has checked herself out. Well, they're wanting me to come pick her up, and I've already made it very clear that Leilani cannot come back to my home. So I made a call to the FBI. Whenever I made the call to the FBI, I let them know what was happening in the current circumstances. I took her to Chinatown Buffet and let her have a meal because I knew already that it was going to be the last free world meal that she was going to have.
Mm-hmm.
So I leave from there and I take her to the FBI office. And I sit at the FBI office for 4 hours. And I hug her and I tell her that the best thing she can do is just be honest and tell the truth. Now, Leilani still at this time is holding to her words that she didn't do this. Now, because of the way I feel and the way I believe and because of the circumstances that has happened over time, I don't know that I can believe my daughter. But there is a part of me that wants to.
What are your thoughts about this case and what this mother is looking at?
Yeah, Benny, I mean, she's facing, we don't know if prosecutors will pursue the death penalty yet or not. That's obviously on the table in a state like Georgia where death penalty is available for prosecutors in a case like this. But we know for sure that malice murder carries a maximum punishment of life without the possibility of parole. If she's convicted, the only other possible punishment is life with the possibility of parole, which requires at least a 30-year prison sentence in Georgia before you're eligible. So we know that those are the potential punishments in this case. We also know that her mother's been charged with an unrelated crime, so we don't